Welcome to West Texas Droning. First, we're going to do a Furhopper Hollow FPV course update, and then we're going to fly a little waypoint mission, so stay tuned. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. Hey everybody, West Texas Droning here with an update on the Furhopper Hollow progress, and we've got a graphic to show you on that. And then we're going to fly a waypoint mission that we programmed here at the house and we took out and executed out at the site. So let's talk about the Furhopper Hollow update. Here's a graphic of the Hollow, and what it is the Onyx Hunt satellite picture of the draw where Furhopper Hollow is being created. And if you remember the first time we went out there, we started the course right here on this big slab of granite that we showed you. And I decided to back it up through these trees and start it a little bit farther. This is actually to the southwest, and it gives it a little more length in the course. I cut a path through these trees, and it's all set up with the color coding for the left side and the right side. And then it continues over the granite slab, down the waterfalls, and through the course that we showed you a couple of times before. One time we showed you a walking tour of it, and then on another video we actually flew the drone down there and detected any anomalies or things that I didn't see just walking down there that the drone might have an issue with. And we went back and tried to correct as much of those as we could find. The course, of course, turns around and goes down to some more waterfalls right here. They were kind of messed up, so we cleared those out and made that flyable, and it continues on down for quite a ways. And we've just got a little bit of heavy brush to clean down in this area, and we'll have it completed. I can tell you there's a lot of big heavy trunks of some of these brushes that have been there forever, and they're going to take some real work to get them out. But in the meantime, if you get down to about here, or say in here, you have the option. You can either turn around and just fly the course in reverse, or you can do a return to home, pop up and do a return to home back to your home point. Anyway, that's where we're going with this. Worked on it the other day. It was very hot. I tried to get out there in the morning and do the work, and then I wanted to fly the waypoint mission. And by the time we got to the waypoint mission, as you see, the winds had got up quite a bit. But anyway, here's what the course is going to look like from space. And we're going to fly another test mission out there with the drone probably the next week or two, and we'll show you that. In the meantime, here's a waypoint mission for you to watch. And as you fly these, setting the altitudes is interesting in these areas with all of the ups and downs of the terrain. But in these early missions, until I get actual height above the ground over each waypoint where I can program the drone to climb and descend, we're just going to do it this way. Here we're starting the course, and the gimbal dropped down, and it's recording as we go along. It was very windy, and I think the wind had some profound effects on the mission. And there's some places there where it seems to pause and then stop, and it may be reactions to some of the strong gusts we were getting. As I said, we did get a lot of high wind warnings on the controller. For some reason, the gimbal decided I wanted it to go up here, and I didn't. So there's some tweaks I'll be making to the waypoint mission that I programmed and then go back and test them again. And as we go along, you'll see some other issues I had with this mission. And as the terrain descends, I decided that I just use my zoom on my camera to kind of zoom in there and take a closer look at what's going on with that fence line. The gusts seem to be strongest down in this bottom of this draw, and I guess the wind gets funneled over the hilltops and this shoots down in this draw, and we really get some gusts down here. Sometimes this thing, as you're gonna make a turn, widens out a little bit at the just coming up to the last waypoint, and all these will be tweaked out of the final program. Now we're gonna turn around and head down toward the pond. Now I had set the pond as a point of interest and set several waypoints around the pond, hoping that pointing the gimbal at the point of interest would keep it pretty much centered in the picture, but it did not, as you'll see here. And I wanted it to be pointing more straight down and start that turn a little earlier, and so it ended up I did not get the complete pond in the shot. The pond had been treated with some chemicals to help cut down on all the algae that you see growing there, and this surveillance flight was to see if it's had any positive effects yet. So I got to see a little bit of the pond, but not as much as I wanted to. Now we're headed toward our last waypoint, and then we'll do a return to home. here's the return to home. As you see here, the Air 3 didn't quite nail hitting the landing pad today, and I don't know if it was winds or the length of the mission or what it was, but as it came down to land, I did intervene and move it over to the pad as it landed. And there we are. Well, hope you enjoyed the little tour of the FPV course. Now it's coming along, an update for that, and the waypoint mission. Hope you enjoyed that. And in the meantime, thank you for stopping by. It was pretty windy out there today, and I was hot and tired after working all morning in that draw down in the FPV course. That's a lot of hard work in the hot weather. Anyway, thanks for stopping by. We'd appreciate it if you'd like, comment, share, subscribe, ring the bell. We appreciate all those things, and we thank you for viewing the show, and hope you'll come back real soon, because we're going to have another test flight going down the FPV course, and I hope you'll tune in for that. In the meantime, we'll see you later. May God bless.